It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Second down and 3.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Mahomes going to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now here's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Bridgewater now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Adam Troutman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Bridgewater will try and throw. That's caught. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes now to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Butker's kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Teddy Bridgewater and the offense back onto the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Bridgewater. Man open left side. It's Williams. Call it a gain of a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play action now. Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That is caught by Vele.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He's across midfield. Look at the big man rumble. Travis Kelce.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now they'll shift things around.
In motion, the tight end. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing. Bridgewater.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead. 3rd down and 10.
To the air again with Bridgewater.
He'll get that complete to Vele.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready. Second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flacco looks to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Mims in motion right.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now Flacco.
And that's going to be caught by Sutton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To pass, Flacco.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Second down and a yard.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll be caught.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Setting up to throw, Flacco.
That's taken in by Franklin.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Flacco off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Lucas Kroll
from 10 yards out.
And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? His throw incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now it's Flacco.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Flacco.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Flacco.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Flacco now on 4th. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Broncos have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at the 34.
Here's Williams to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. In motion goes the tight end. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Wilson wants a different look.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Here's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins.
And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down 31-28, a minute 54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's Wilson.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
And this one is incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. He's back to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
We'll get that complete to Vele.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now Wilson going to change things up here.
Back to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He'll look to throw.
That's taken in left side by Vele.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now all eyes shift over to the Chiefs, trailing by 4. 25 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Mahomes. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. And he will stop the clock as he gets to the sideline after a gain of about 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now second down and a few inches. Mahomes. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mahomes will throw.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
Thanks for watching, guys.